Right, time now is about 6 o'clock in the morning. Leave no trace. Good morning everyone. Literally just left the Premier Inn. The kind gentleman there has kept my, my airport cover for my rucksack. I didn't want to traipse it all the way across this trail because I wasn't going to be using it, so he's kept it for me, and I'm going to be going back there next Sunday and stay over before I get back to the airport. So thank you very much to the kind gentleman there. Time now is 10 to 6. The only thing that's open is McDonald's, so I'm going to nip up there, have a breakfast and then make my way to the start. It's not looking that good. Apparently rain's going to start about 8 o'clock, so I'll get a couple of miles in before the rain starts, but I'm all prepared with my frog togs on. Let's see how we get on. Let's do this. I'm feeling okay, feeling a bit more confident this morning. Yesterday I was feeling a bit nervous, but yay, let's do it. 96 miles. Well, I'm going backwards first. See McDonald's down there. Let's do it. Wow. So McDonald's doesn't open until 7 o'clock. What's with that? Everywhere else it opens at 6. Anyway, I've got loads of snacks on me, so that's what I'm going to do. I've already had 2 cups of coffee this morning, and I'm sure there'll be places on the way. There's a cafe called Beech Tree Inn, I think, or something like that, which is probably about 6 miles in. So if I can get to there, perhaps I can have some breakfast there. Nice big fry up, that sounds good. So let's make our way to the start. In the meantime, let's have a look at the profile for today and the weather. This is where we're starting, and we're going to make our way to this campsite just here. I'm not going to make it up to Conic Hill, I'm going to save that for tomorrow. So let's see how we get on. Aren't they super cute? Southern terminus, and we're heading north, and we're literally just going through that gate there and following it round that way. In fact, we've got our first sign, first thistle sign, so we're going to be seeing a lot of these, I can imagine. There you go, that's the waymark. Right, so that's my first one today, which is 12 miles to Drummond, I think they call it. Tomorrow we're going over Conic Hill. 26 miles, that's Rowan. I have no idea how you pronounce these. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's a river. So then we have Rob Roy's Cave, that's in 40 miles. I don't need to read these out to you, I'm sure you can do these. Bridge of Orkney, I am looking forward to that one. That's at 52 miles. I'm not looking forward to this one. This is the Devil's Staircase. Apparently that's one of the most challenging parts. That's towards the end as well, but I should have my trail legs like that. And I probably won't be doing Ben Nevis, but that's right at the end of the West Highland Way. Isn't that nice? So that says, welcome to the start of your journey. As you walk the West Highland Way, look out for these people from the past. They too travel parts of this route for many different reasons, and all have a tale to tell. We hope you enjoy your visit and that your walk is a pleasant one. Lovely. All these people from the past. just finished the section along there. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, but the public path says Milngavie 2 miles. So I've walked 2 miles. I just had a look on Guthook, which is the navigation app that I'm using, and the Beech Tree Inn, where I was hoping to get some breakfast, is still a further 5 miles. So I'm just going to put my foot down and see if I can get there in the next maybe hour and a half. It's fairly easy going terrain, so I should be able to cruise along by. So Beech Tree Inn, let's see if you've got some breakfast on. Right, so this is called a fire monument, and apparently in the Great Depression in the 1920s, people used to come and sit here and just sit around the fire, and yeah, people that were unemployed and things like that. So yeah, a bit different. That's the I can't pronounce it, but it's a fire monument. So we're out of the forest trail now, literally just round the corner, and it's starting to feel a little bit more remote, but how beautiful is this? And I've got gorgeous sunshine as well, so yeah, perfect day so far. Awesome, loving it. Right. So for those of you who know me well will know that I'm really not a big keen fan of cows, especially Highland bulls. Oh God, I've just noticed there's a field of them. I've got to go that way, down that way. I've just noticed there's even more up there. They've got massive big horns. I've got to do this, so I just got to get on with it. I've got my poles, so right, let's do it. Wish me luck. That was a bit of a result. They're the other side of the fence. Yay! So I've just had a look. You can go up this side trail as a little bit of a alternative route. That over there is a distillery, Glen something distillery, and then it loops back round to join the trail again here. So if you fancy doing that, it's Sunday and it's not open, so, and I'm not keen on whiskey, but yeah, if you fancy doing that, that's a cool one to do. Isn't that brilliant? So we've walked to boot 7 miles, come and see our smiles and have a cup of tea or try out our platter. It doesn't matter. There's a warm welcome at Beech Tree. How cool is that? So that's where I'm going. See if it's open. Alright, so that was a bit disappointing. So I went to Beech Tree Inn. It just looked really inviting, but the restaurant's not open till 11 o'clock. So I could sit in the outside, but it's getting a bit chilly. So I thought I'll just walk on. Apparently there's a garden centre which has a restaurant and a cafe, and that's open at 11, and that's open so you can go inside. So less than a mile away. So I'm going to try that instead. The good news is, as I was sitting there, I actually saw 3 or 4 people walking by, big rucksacks on, that are doing the West Highland Way, and then a group of D&V people. They were just doing a display of how to put up your tent, which I thought was quite amusing. So yeah, right, I think it's called Oak Tree Garden Centre or something like that. So onwards. Honesty box. Alright, so yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm about 10 miles ish in. I've got about another mile and a half to do, but the time now is only 12 o'clock. I was meant to be stopping in Dryman or Dryman, whatever it's called, but I'm going to be there really early, so I'm going to think about, see if I can get this gas canister in Dryman, and then I'm going to carry on, because I feel good as well. It's not raining anymore. Oh, look, little lambs. And then yeah, we'll see where we end up tonight. Life's an adventure. Just reached Dryman or Drummond or however you pronounce it, and yeah, that last slog is actually quite hard. It's just all road walking. But I'm going to look for the spar shop, and hopefully they've got some gas canisters. Have a bit of a rest, maybe find a cafe for a coffee, and then I'm going to carry on trekking on in. It's just drizzling, so it's not too bad rain wise. No need to have this rain skirt on yet. Alright, catch you in a bit. Yay! Alright, sorry I haven't recorded much. It's been a bit drizzly. It's also been chatting, so I've got two friends down there, so if you can see, which is Louise and Angela. They're from Southampton, so if you're watching this, hi guys. We've just reached Balmaha, so now I'm looking for a campsite. Yeah, I've actually walked, I don't know how many miles it is. I'll do a bit of a roundup later, but it's been great. I've met some really interesting people. Met two French guys. I was walking with them. They had matching jackets and matching walking poles, and they just looked the same. And I said to him, "Oh yes, French. They live in London." And I said, "Where did you? What's your name?" And one guy goes, "My name's Kevin." That's not a French accent. Sorry. And the other guy's name was Robin. I said, "Well, that doesn't sound very French." And they said, well, no one can pronounce their French names, so they just made up English names. But I thought that was quite funny. Right, Balmaha. Loch Lomond is just down there. Yay! Right, let's see if we can find a campsite. Right, so just rounding up today then, as you can see, I'm actually not in my tent. I'm in a hotel room. It absolutely hammered it down as we was coming into wherever we are now. Balmaha, that's where we finally ended up. We did just over 19 miles, and there really was nowhere sort of to camp in this sort of area. But I was also thinking about, you know, putting up a wet tent. I've only ever put that tent up once in my garden, and I was just a bit worried about it all. So I'm going to have a nice fresh start in the morning and perhaps camp tomorrow night and just enjoy some luxury tonight. Met two lovely ladies. We got Louise and Angie, and they offered to for me to go and have a meal with them tonight. So I had a lovely pizza, goat's cheese pizza, a glass of wine, and a Heineken Zero as well. So thanks guys, lovely to meet you. Look forward to working with you guys tomorrow, and that's me signing out for today. I'm absolutely shattered, but I'll say take care everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da, bye bye.